Day 2. I'm in Pigeon Forge, and I'm heading to the newest mountain coaster, and that is a racing coaster, a dueling coaster. You see it there. Pigeon Forge racing coaster. Will they let me go solo? Let's find out. Alright, let's head on in. Hey guys, Theme Park Mark here, and this is day 2 of this weekend trip out to Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina, a bunch of states. Starting out here at Pigeon Forge Racing Coaster. Not sure if you can see that. Yeah, it's the newest one here. I think it opened earlier this year, and it is a dueling mountain coaster, which I don't believe I've seen before. So, not sure if they're gonna let me ride solo. I'm just here by myself. Gonna meet up with everybody later on today in Charlotte, but it's just me here in Pigeon Forge. So, we'll see if they'll let me go by myself. If not, I'm gonna go check out Lost Mine Mountain Coaster, because that was my favorite mountain coaster in this area. So we'll do a couple mountain coasters to start the day. And then it's about a 4-hour drive down to Carowinds. They have their Halloween event going on, Scarowinds. Park hours are 6 p.m. till midnight. I think I said like 4 or 5 different park hours yesterday. Didn't know what it was, but yeah, 6 p.m. till midnight. So I have a little bit of time here in Pigeon Forge to get down to Charlotte. Let's just have a good day here, and let's start out with this mountain coaster. Excited to take you guys along with me for the ride as always. Let's giddy up. was the Pigeon Forge racing coaster. Actually very good. This is split into two sections there. Of course, the main draw of this is the dueling, the racing. If you have someone to race with, anyway. I did on the first one. Kids slowed down though, so it was an easy win for me. But on the second one, just by myself, so I'm the winner by default. The only winner is a loser here. Anyway, yeah, it's still a pretty solid mountain coaster. The only time I really felt like kind of braking a little bit or slowing down was on that second section. You kind of go flying into one of the turns, but otherwise, yeah, it's just a pretty standard mountain coaster. Very enjoyable as always. I do love these, and I'm gonna go check out the best one that I thought was in the area, and that is Lost Mines. I'm gonna head over there next. But +2 in the bag here, Pigeon Forge Racing Coaster. We'll see if more of these dueling racing mountain coasters pop up in the future. So I can see this catching on. It's a good experience. Anyways, onward. Lost Mine next. So I head over to Lost Mine. I'll talk a little bit about the area. Pigeon Forge is obviously a big resort area, much like Wisconsin Dells is. Branson, Missouri is another city that's like this with a ton of stuff to do. There's also an iconic boat ride, Jurassic River Adventure. That's a definite if you're in the area. It's so bad, it's good. I do have a POV of that on my channel. So I did do that a few years ago. I'm not going to do it today. Just have time for one more mountain coaster and then gotta head on out. There's a pirate dinner show. There's Bill McCoy's dinner show. Like, there's all kinds of stuff to do in this area, not just Dollywood, not just mountain coasters. Dollywood has a water park as well, and yeah, just a ton to do in this area. Also forgot to mention at that last racing coaster that I did pay for 3 rides. I paid for 2 for the price of 2, but you get a bonus 3rd ride, which sadly I don't have time to do today. The lady was telling me that it's all lit up at night, the entire track. Thankfully recommended a night ride. Can't do that on this visit, but yeah, maybe in the future it'd be cool to do a all lit up night mountain coaster. Anyways, still headed towards Lost Mine. It's about 5 or so minute drive. There's a ton of mountain coasters in the area too. I've done most of them. I think there's one more at Anakeesta that was getting ready to open. Anakeesta is a nice park. I highly recommend that one as well because there's like some scenic hiking trails throughout that area. You get beautiful views of the Smoky Mountains. You get to ride a ski lift up to the park. And yeah, I did do one mountain coaster there. I think it was called Rail Runner. And they were getting ready to open the second one when I was there a couple years ago, so I'm sure that's opened since then. Again, don't have time for it today. And Anakeesta, I remember being a little bit on the pricier side, like around $60 or so for admission, but it's definitely worth checking out if you're in this area. I'm about 1.5 miles from Lost Mine, so I'm at least going to do that and then head on out of Pigeon Forge. A couple minutes later, at Lost Mine. Also have a pretty good mini golf course here too. I think my friend JD beat me at last time. I think he beat me. I don't know, it was close for a little bit. Anyways, Lost Mine. I'm gonna probably get a couple rides on this and head on out of Pigeon Forge. Yeah, if you're ever here in Pigeon Forge, you want to do one mountain coaster, make it this one, Lost Mine. It's so good. The theming's fantastic, and it's a good long ride too. You get a lot for your money. That is a bummer. It's being worked on right now, but it should be open back later on today. Unfortunately, I won't be here later today. Alright, Pikachu. Let's go to Charlotte. Carowinds up next. Oh, that's just my luck. The best mountain coaster in the area is down right now. I'll put in a POV from a previous visit from a couple years ago right now. the year it opened, actually, it was 2023. Yeah, I got, I think, 3 or 4 rides on it on that trip. Yes, I love that mountain coaster. The theming on it is fantastic. It's got multiple sections, long sections too, longer than the racing coaster that I just did. It's just an overall solid mountain coaster. So yeah, lost mine. Remember that. Just hope that it's up and running when you're here. Anyway, got about a 4-hour drive to Charlotte coming up next for me. Hopefully Fury 325 doesn't share the same fate as that mountain coaster, because I want to get plenty of rides in on that tonight. Since the park opens at 6, should have a little bit of daylight. So I'll take the glasses in and try and get some POVs of the major coasters. In my opinion, that's Fury, Thunderstriker, Afterburn, Copperhead Strike. So I'll at least try and do those. Fury night rides, maybe a scare maze or 2 mixed in. So that's coming up. Check in with you guys later on. Figured I would explain that we planned for today in a little more detail. It's 11 a.m. right now, and I would have had enough time for a couple rides on Lost Mine. Instead, I'm gonna head on up, since that is closed. I'm gonna head on up to Buc-ee's, which is north of Pigeonforge by about 10 miles or so. When it opened, it was the largest Buc-ee's. Probably isn't anymore, but it was at the time. And yeah, so check out Buc-ee's. And after that, gonna head over to the Charlotte International Airport. As I mentioned, 4-hour drive from there. So I'm gonna pick up Rolo, his wife April, and Dylan, because they'll be joining me for the rest of this trip. Then we'll probably have a little bit of time. I think we're gonna go check into our hotel for the night, get refreshed, and then head on over to Carowinds. So that's the plan for the rest of the day. I'll probably check in with you guys once we're at Carowinds. There's some towering mountains ahead of me here. This doesn't even look real. It looks like a painting or something. Wow. Smoky Mountains. This is a gorgeous area. One of my favorite areas in the entire country. Absolutely love it here. And just like that, made it to Carowinds. So here is my #1 coaster, Fury 325, B&M Giga. I'd like to ride it first, but I think I'm gonna go through and do the other coasters and finish at Fury, and then have many, many more rides at Fury. So good to be back at Carowinds. I haven't been here since March of last year. Got Rolo here, Dylan, his wife, Rolo's wife April. It's been a time lapse since last checked in. Yeah, let's head on in, Carowinds. Let's get some good rides in. Gonna head to this first, Thunderstriker. Used to be known as Intimidator. But first, gotta head on in. Let's head on in, Scarowinds. There's the fast lane line. Go pick it up in the store instead. Don't have to wait in that line. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, heading on in. I think probably gonna do Thunderstriker first. I'm sure I'll probably do a scare maze at some point, but yeah, I definitely want to do the major coasters and then Fury. Only have about 6 hours today. Let's see what we can get done here at Carowinds. So instead of that long fast lane line, let's look for the sign. Gonna head on in. No wait. So that particular store is right next to the main entrance of the end of the street there, and within sight is Thunderstriker B&M Hyper. Used to be called Intimidator, like I said. They changed the name because they lost the licensing for Dale Earnhardt. Whole thing. I don't know, I'm not a fan of the new name, but oh well, it is what it is. I love the ride regardless. So let's have a ride on Thunderstriker. Let's go for a ride on Thunderstriker. Let's go.
For your safety, keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride at all times. Please sit in an upright seated position, facing forward.
on Thunderstriker. Solid ride, of course. It's a great B&M hyper. Packed with airtime. Yes, there's one big trim there after the turnaround, but other than that, solid ride. And of course, like Behemoth, it does meander a little bit after the mid-course brake run, but it ends pretty quickly. It doesn't meander as much as Behemoth does. We're going to continue on to the back of the park for a ride on Afterburn, trying to get as many daytime rides as it possibly can here before the sun sets. So Afterburn up next. Alright, before Afterburn, we're taking a slight detour into Camp Snoopy because there's a brand new coaster somewhere in here that I've not ridden before. Maybe a new credit if it's running. We'll see. We're gonna find out. This is it back here. Does not seem to be any activity whatsoever. Snoopy's Racing Railway. It's a no-go for today. Gives me yet another reason to come back, as if I needed another reason. All right, now headed back to Afterburn. B&M invert. See it peeking right through there, right through the trees. I have a ride on that. Then maybe Copperhead Strike. Finish up at Fury, and then it'll probably be nighttime at some point. And I think I'm gonna get food after that. All right, coaster number 2 here at Carowinds. Afterburn, B&M invert. Let's have a ride. Front row ride on Afterburn, B&M invert. I'd say slightly above average B&M invert. Yeah, the inversions hit pretty hard, and it's an intense ride. It's a good layout. I think it's very similar in layout to Talon at Dorney. You're not going to get many off-ride shots of me on this vlog, too. So I'm just trying to book it to the different rides before the sun sets. Up next, yeah? Seal of approval from Dylan?
First row is pretty good.
Yes, first row is very good on Afterburn. We're headed to Copperhead Strike. Rolo and April are eating dinner, burning daylight. I had to get as many rides while it's still daylight as I can, so head over to Copperhead Strike next. Short walk later, and we're at Copperhead Strike. Looks like it's running 3 trains. This is a Mack Rides launch coaster. I think it's very much underrated. I love the hang time on this first loop here, and yeah, it's just a fantastic ride. It kind of meanders a little bit in the second half here, but yeah, the hang time on it is fantastic. So let's have a ride on Copperhead Strike. Front row ride on Copperhead Strike. That was a fantastic ride. Dylan said it best. We need more mat coasters in the US. Yeah, that's a fantastic ride. I love the JoJo roll out of the station. Hang time, I can't really think of a better ride that has more hang time. There's probably a few, but that's got to be up there. We're continuing on to Fury. It's back to Copperhead Strike. Yeah, it's got the super comfortable lap bars too that you get on a lot of the mat coasters. Yeah, we definitely do need more in the US. I'm used to a lot of them in Europe now. They just make fantastic coasters. So in case you can't tell, we're kind of charging through the park here. This is Flying Cobras right here. This boomerang, got a scrambler, wave swinger. Trying to show off whatever I can here before the sun goes down. We're hoofing it to Fury. Then we're gonna have some dinner and then kind of relax for a bit, enjoy the rest of the park, probably show off some of the scare mazes as well, and probably keep riding Fury for mostly the rest of the night as well, so stay tuned. But up next, Fury 325. Entering a scare zone now. Spooky. That is Carolina Cyclone. That I will not be riding tonight. They have a lot of scare actors walking around here. Definitely more than what SeaWorld had. I'm trying to get to this. Fury 325. Save the best for last. And as you guys probably know, if you're familiar with my channel and any of my videos, I ride this a lot. In fact, it was one full day that I rode this 38 times. It's by far my #1 coaster. Let's have a ride on this. Fury 325 B&M Giga Coaster. I mean, the awards speak for itself. Oh, I'm back home on Fury. I know. Far too long. Yeah. row 4 sunset ride on the best coaster in the world, Fury 225. It was so good. Going back around for a few more rides before finally eating some dinner. So I'm pretty hungry. That's the only thing that's gonna take me away from this ride for right now. So good at night.
For your safety, please keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride at all times. Sitting in the upright seating position, facing forward with your back and shoulders against the seat mat. Walk your hands hard until the end of the ride. Thank you and enjoy Fury 325.
That guy is the best ride op in the world. He absolutely has a blast here. Pumps up everybody, gets them all ready for the ride. He's always got the microphone too, but well deserved, of course. He's fantastic. That was a front row ride also on Fury. What'd you think of front row, Dylan?
Front row is my favorite ride experience of any coaster at any park ever.
I think I would have to agree.
Right in the front.
You get the chipmunk cheeks going. You definitely feel the speed of it.
You feel the speed, you feel the force, the wind, everything.
It's the complete ride, and we're definitely gonna have more front row rides. I think we're gonna go for back row now, maybe row 7. Last time I was here, we did I think 40 something rides, marathon, and kept getting row 7 a lot. So I call row 7 home. I think we will actually go for a back row ride, and then finally some food. And more rides, of course, on Fury. The left side? Back row night ride on Fury. On the right side, you get so close to that support on that helix. It's crazy. It feels like maybe I shouldn't have my hands up and out, but I still do it anyway. So you're not gonna hit it. Anyway, we're gonna have some dinner, I think Harmony Hall, and then probably walk the scare zones after that, but I'll be back. So the Enterprise, yeah, that's gone. There used to be a scrambler. What
How many
happened?
scramblers do you need?
I already have one on the other
there,
side.
One by the entrance. There's a lifted one over there by Copperhead.
Yes. Where'd the Enterprise go? Come on. Phone.
That's a future tech.
It is.
That's how I remember it was a flip phone. That's how I remember before I died.
I had one.
You did? Oh,
Yes.
so did I. Kind of broke in my motorcycle accident, and that's how I ended up here.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh yeah. Here's the last sound I heard before I died.
Uh-oh. He didn't get them. Ooh, thunderstriker looks nice at night too. Let's go for a back road night ride on thunderstriker. Not Fury, but still a good ride.
For your safety, keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride. Please hold on to your handlebar until the end of the ride.
Alright, so like a moth to a flame, we got drawn to Thunderstriker. Back row ride at night, excellent. I do love the, I love it back on the longer trains anyway, so you feel the forces a lot more, feel more airtime. And here's a pro tip if you want to feel more airtime on those B&M Hypers and Gigas with the clamshell lap bar, just slide forward in the seat before the ride ops push down on the lap bar, and then when they're done you can slide back, and guess what, you got a lot more room. You're welcome. Anyways, we're gonna continue on. Harmony Hall finally is next, and then we'll just kind of walk the park and of course have more rides on Fury, so that's what's coming up. And for those who've never been here, this is Harmony Hall, big food court. We're just past Thunderstriker. We got a burger tonight. Meal plan. Alright, we are back for a night ride on Copperhead Strike. Not sure how much you're gonna see, but I'm gonna enjoy the ride. I thought it was waffle. That was next to last row on Copperhead Strike at night. Fantastic ride. I mean, I kind of forgot a little bit of the layout there too and got flung around a little bit at the very start. Fantastic ride as always. Gonna continue on for more rides on Fury, but we'll check out some of the scare zones here at night on the way over to it. They're emerging through the smoke. We're back at Fury 325 for a few more rides. Probably won't do any more POVs for you guys. Got plenty earlier, but I'm definitely gonna enjoy more rides on this. I'll check in with you guys in a bit. All right, so we have 6 rides so far on Fury 325. Still have a little less than 2 hours left. We're gonna play, let's see how many rides we can get in those 2 hours. So I'll check in with you guys afterwards. All right, final tally. This is ride number 17. I think I will do a POV for this one. Oh, it's been an amazing night. Anytime I can ride this, it's an amazing night. So let's go for one more ride on Fury. 3, 2, 5. Is now midnight. Final tally, 17 rides in a couple hours, 2 hours. Yeah, it was a good night. Anytime I can ride the best coaster, I'm happy. This is not the best coaster right here, that's Hurler. I think I'm gonna get a shirt before heading on out of here. I don't know, maybe this one? Farewell, Fury, till next time. So as I head on out of here, I didn't point out there was a ride that was removed besides the Enterprise that I'm very sad about, and that is Nighthawk. Actually, I'm not sad about it at all, it's a terrible ride, but I did get one ride on it, or one POV anyway, so I'll put that in the vlog right now. So this has been a day. Started with the mountain coasters in Pigeon Forge. Ended up here at Scarowinds. Plenty of rides. Walked through the scare zones a few times. Next time maybe I'll check out a haunted house. You just can't get me away from Fury that long when I'm in this park. Love it to bits. It's my number one coaster. I probably have 200 or so rides on it so far, maybe more. Completely lost count. It's just a fantastic ride all around. Ride operations are some of the best in the business here at this ride. They're fantastic. And yeah, it's just an amazing ride, and especially at night. It is now midnight. I'm tired. I'm gonna get some sleep. Be back at it again tomorrow for the next vlog, and that is gonna be Six Flags Over Georgia. So stay tuned for that. Thanks so much, guys, for watching as always. And with that, signing off from Scarowinds. Take care, guys.